Warning: the following image and/or content may be disturbing, offensive to some viewers. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Salute, everybody. Salute. Welcome to another episode. This modern day woman, she decided to take herself out on a date. Without further ado, let's go ahead and react to this. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up as y'all review the content. Here we go.
To do something I've never done before that's extremely vulnerable, but I want to take you with me. I took myself out on a date, but I wasn't alone, and I'll tell you why. I chose the Capitol Grill, which is an upscale restaurant, but that's exactly what I wanted. This was about
So she decided to take herself out on a date to Capitol Grill. Capitol Grill, she said it's a 5-star restaurant, but it's actually like about a 4, maybe 4.5 at best. You know what I'm saying? So, and she also said that she wasn't eating alone. So I'm assuming that she either with Jesus or somebody or God. I don't know. You know how these things are, but let's continue.
to be a process, so I didn't want to fill up on bread, so I didn't get involved. Before coming, I stopped and got me this cute journal from Five and Below. Now for the reason we're here. This was a date with myself and God to set the tone for the year. But first,
Yeah, it was a date with herself and God.
God damn!
All right, continue.
need to regulate my anxiety and discomfort, so I ordered me a lemon drop with reposado tequila. Cheers.
Damn, God let you drink some lemon drop tequila? Damn.
God damn!
Went ahead and took me a little sippy sip, and baby, that thing was busting brand new flavor in your ear. I hope y'all ready because I'm making this video to inspire you to do the same thing. Now, you guys may not know this, but I absolutely love raw oysters, but only the small ones, not the big ones, because I got sensory issues, which is exactly what I told my waiter. Starting off with a half a dozen of raw oysters. Dress it up and make it real for me. Okay, I need to calm down these.
What's the deal with these modern day women and eating raw oysters at a date? I don't, I don't understand the whole fetish behind the raw oyster thing. To be honest with y'all, I had raw oysters before, and I'm not a fan of it at all. I done tried it many different ways. I done tried to put a hot sauce on it, oyster sauce, all kind of stuff on it, and it just not a big thing to me. It's not a big deal to me, but these are modern women. They love the raw oyster. I guess they love slurping that slimy stuff into their throat. Maybe that symbolizes something else that I'm not gonna say, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
People restaurant, Lord have me. You can't take her nowhere. I put a little red onion sauce on each one. Then I went in with some lemon juice. Next up with some cocktail sauce, and sometimes it has horseradish in it. And then I just topped it off with a little Tabasco on top. Baby, I don't want it no other way. Don't knock it till you try it. Well, some of y'all have tried it and still knocked it, and that's fine. But when I tell you it's my favorite, I love the acidity from the onion sauce, from the lemon juice, the cocktail sauce, and then a little heat from the Tabasco. Baby, you can't beat that with a stick if you wanted to. I would have made no friends if I was Ariel living under the sea. I would have been cracking oysters every.
So I'm also curious. She said that she's on a date with not only herself but with God, right? But as you could kind of see, she kind of got her boobs out there and stuff too. I'm listening and I'm judging. I'm listening and I'm judging, but I mean, who's she trying to impress if she's out on a date with her and God?
This was so good, I promise you. I got so caught up in it, I forgot to say, let me sing. But I guess I kind of already saw. I didn't realize I must have been in a seafood kind of mood because the next starter I got was their pan-fried calamari with hot cherry peppers. I went ahead and
So she so far got 2 starters. First of all, she got a raw oyster platter, and now she got the calamari appetizer. Let's see what else she's going to order on this alleged date with herself.
squeezed some
And
lemon
God.
juice over top. Then it got a little carried away and started popping out seeds. I must have squeezed it a little bit too tight. I wasn't trying to make lemonade. Only a dad would do. Let me see. Anywho, went ahead and tried this crispy calamari. I was pleasantly surprised. This was cooked to perfection. I did ask for some sweet chili sauce. And of course he said he didn't have any. But once I took that first bite, I knew exactly why he didn't, because you don't need it at all. I see a lot of people eat calamari and won't eat those. And that's the best one. Like, that's where all the flavor is at. Now for the work. We had our food starter, but this is where we start on you. And you write down everything you want to start in 2025. Be as open and honest with yourself during this process. This says, I want to start showing up in the world the way you see me. That resonated so much with me that I had to go immediately into prayer and talk to God about it. Oh, wow. Wow, look, more oysters. Who could have possibly ordered those? Couldn't be me, then who? I wouldn't dare want them to go to waste. I should eat those. So more like a dozen oysters. But hey, who?
So she ordered a half a dozen of oyster, right? She ordered some calamari. Now she ordered a full dozen or oysters. And another interesting part about this is that after she pretty much trying to manifest things into her life, right? She sat up here and just paused and thought about it, and as she said, she went into prayer to talk to God about it. Are y'all remotely curious? Well, what is it that she really trying to manifest? I'm gonna tell you. What she really trying to manifest is that she's trying to manifest a man into her life that's going to give her this type of experience that she feel like that she deserved. That's the reason why she decided to go out on a date with herself and God allegedly. And also, it's also interesting that she said in the beginning that this is out of her comfort zone, and I can imagine why. That it's out of her comfort zone to literally go out on a date by yourself, where she feel like that she's entitled, that she got to have a man within her presence or someone in her presence for her to have a good time. When I was out there in the dating market, I did the same as that where I went out on dates by myself. Not because I was looking for a wife, not because I was trying to chill with God, but honestly, the reason why I did it is because I honestly wanted to spend time by myself. And also, I learned a lot about myself as well too. I learned about different cadence about myself. I learned about different things I like. I learned about different things I don't like. I learned about things what I should and shouldn't do if I were to be in the presence of somebody else's company. And I believe that's the true reason to be going out on a date by yourself. But I believe her right here, she's not going to learn anything from this experience other than she feel like she's entitled and she feel like a dude should take her to this 4.5-star restaurant and spend just amount of money that she's spending on herself. But let's see.
County. I just want y'all to know that this is going to be an emotional process, depending on how vulnerable and how open and honest you're going to be during this time. If you're going to take it seriously and do it right, expect to ruffle your own feathers. Back to the starters. At minimum, I will create about 3 or 5. You can do more, but they should be realistic, achievable, but also challenge yourself simultaneously. Now, my waiter was on it, and I think that's the benefit of going by yourself. For my main course, I went with the scallops over lobster bisque. The presentation was presented.
Scallop over lobster bisque.
This is some cherry sauce that they pour on top and some fresh cracked black pepper. I like the size of that scallop now. Let me see. Now, I really didn't know what to expect because we kind of put this together because it...
Now, keep in mind that she said this is the main course. Scallop lobster bisque is not the main course. This is actually still part of the appetizer. Actually, as a matter of fact, it's actually a soup. All right. Those of y'all trying to figure out how I know about this is because I ate at the Ron Capital Grill before. I know that menu by heart. But let's continue.
Usually comes with risotto and not lobster bisque, but I got issues. So he said, let's try it this way and I think you might like it. And I did, but just to be honest, it need a little salt. Okay, we can go ahead and run that thing back again. You feel me? Let's see what it's talking about. Yep, that was it. That's all it needed was a little salt. One thing I like about 5-star restaurants or upscale restaurants is their attention to detail and how much they truly care about the food. And the reason I chose...
And this is not a 5-star restaurant again. It's at least about a 4.5, all right?
Upscale restaurants because I wanted to set these types of expectations for myself and no one else. And now for the...
Now listen to what she said. She said that she wanted to set these expectations for herself and no one else. What does she mean by that? She mean that whenever she finally allowed a person into her life, or per se a man or whoever it is in her life, right? Her expectation is going to be set high that this same person must treat her the same exact way as she feel like that she treats herself. Which in this situation, she treated herself at a 4.5-star restaurant. So she's setting the standard high that person had to meet where she at. If that person don't meet where she at, then guess what? That person is not going to be qualified to her. But let's continue.
The main course. In order to stay on course, what will you mainly need to do to achieve the starters you wrote down? This is the time to be truthful with yourself because it might be you in the way. And while I marinate on whether or not I'm the drama, I'm going to go ahead and take another bite of this lobster bisque with the scallops on top because I like what they did there and it was a little bit.
Listen to what she said. She said, why she marinate, if she's the problem or the drama, guess what? Instead of her just taking time and allegedly going into prayer and see if she's really the problem, guess what she did? She decided to let her ego get the better of her and she started back eating, not even thinking about it. Because most of the time, these modern day women, they feel like that they're not the issue, they're not the problem at all. And they want people to accept them for who they are.
Kind of good, honestly. The flavors definitely was tantalizing my taste buds, and I couldn't finish all of it, so I did take the rest home. But best believe it was 8 up. Going right back to our main course, this is, like I said, about you. So what are some things you need to change about yourself? You need to be writing down the first step you need to take in order to begin the process. And while you let that simmer on low, I'm going to go ahead and try this cheesecake. So for dessert, which is the cherry on top, I tried the Capital Grilled cheese.
Now, keep in mind, once again, this whole entire thing that she's eating, right, it is, she didn't get no entree at all. As a matter of fact, I'm going to prove it to y'all. I'm going to prove to y'all that whole entire thing that she ordered was nothing but appetizers because she's not going to order the actual entree, all right? And there's a reason behind it, and I'm going to reveal to you the reason. All right, so behold, this is the Capital Grill menu, all right? Here it is right here. This is the whole menu right here that she ordered. This is the lunch side, but it really don't matter if it's lunch or dinner because it's the same as that thing, all right? But she ordered pretty much 1.5 pound or oysters, right? And then she also ordered the lobster brisket. This is where she ordered right here. This starts at $17, right? If you click on this plus thing, right? Not that, damn it. If you click on this, right, this is the portion side. She ended up on getting the bowl, which is $19, all right? And so she ordered that, and she had ordered the calamari and stuff as well, too, which that's also considered a appetizer, all right? So she ordered the calamari, right? Here it is right here. She ordered the hot and cherry pepperoni calamari, right? She ordered that, and guess what? Guess what the recommended pairing is? The lobster briquette, right? So she literally spent this is about what? The lobster briquette is about $19. This calamari is about $22, and then she ended up getting a drink, and she also ended up getting dessert, and she got 1.5 pounds of oysters and stuff, right? So she just spent no more than probably about $150 on her. And if she been nice, she may have tipped. So I give it like about $150, $170 that she actually spent on herself. And she tried to stunt to make it seem like that she spent all this money at this 4.5 star restaurant. Now, let me show y'all this. This is the reason why. This is actually the reason why she just went only with the one appetizers. Only. The reason why she went with the whole appetizer is because when you go to the entree, guess what? And we're not talking about the entree for lunch. She was there at dinner time. Now, this was what the oysters is that she ordered these oysters right here. But let me show y'all. Let me show you the actual menu for the entree. The actual menu for the one entree is this. Chef recommendations. The entree store said what? $60. Store said $60. And this is the entree. This are all the entrees right here. The lowest cost is $60. Here's more the entree. The lowest cost is on $60. Unless you try to get this roast chicken breast, which is $40 depending on the portion that you get. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken. See? So, yeah. So she didn't spend all this money on herself like she trying to allege that she's doing. And so here's more the entree. Here's all the one entrees and stuff on her. And then on the wine, of course, she didn't get the actual good stuff right. She didn't get the good wine. She just got the cheaper lemon drop, which is considered as a cocktail. All right, that's all she got. That is all she got. Did she here's the cocktails right here. As you can see, the one cocktails is cheaper. You're not gonna spend no more than probably like $20 on the cocktail, which she ended up giving that lemon drop. All right. So, and then she got dessert. So that's all she spent, no more than probably $150, $160 total on herself. And allegedly sitting up here saying that she's sitting up here going out on a date herself. But the reason why I'm telling y'all this is because this is what these type of modern day women do. They do these type of experience and go on to, TikTok or whatever and try to stunt to say that they are going on a date for themselves. But in reality, what they're doing, they really probing this menu. So when they come back to this restaurant with an actual man, that's when they're going to order up the whole down menu. They're going to order up the most expensive stuff that they wanted to get, but they know good and well they couldn't afford to get. So that's what this really is about. All right. But let's continue. She almost done.
Cheesecake. So they use riscotto instead of cream cheese. Now, I only know riscotto to be in lasagna, but I said, hey, why not? When in Rome, do as the Romans do. And for those of you who actually know me, you know I'm not a big dessert person. Period. That was a little bit kind of good. I actually really did enjoy this. It was a lot softer than your regular cheesecake. And the top was brulee, so it was crunchy and soft and then crispy at the bottom from the crust. The fruit had like some sugar syrup on it. Oh my goodness. I was really pleasantly surprised because I really don't be getting involved with stuff like this. So the cherry on top, this is where you thank God for all he has and will do. This is where you show a high level of gratitude. And with gratitude comes reflection. So yes, I cried like a baby, and who wouldn't when you really start thinking about how far you've actually come. This is where you pour out all the love and faith you have in your heart onto the paper because God got you. Look, you're gonna have to do your own because it's mine.
So, in other words, this whole entire experience was thus a test thing for her, to test out what's on the menu, to test out everything available on the menu. So when she actually go on a date with a dude, she know what to order. She know what to expect on the menu. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. It's not about her trying to find God, find herself, and all the stuff there. Because once again, in the beginning, she said that she was doing something that's uncomfortable to her, meaning that she rarely go on dates by herself anyway. And I'm pretty sure afterwards, this is probably going to be an only experience that she's going to do. All right. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about this video. What y'all think about my assessment of this modern day woman, where she's literally going on a date with herself and allegedly with God as well too, where her breasts is hanging all out, praising the Lord and all the good old thing for His works, and let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all agree with my assessment on this, or you disagree with it? What about this woman as well too? What do you think her intentions are for going on this alleged date by herself? Do you think her intentions are pure, or do you think that ultimately she just trying to use this as game for whenever she actually go on a date with a dude, and then she gonna end up on ordering up the whole damn menu? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Until then, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see y'all again on the next episode. Peace out.